What is the best marketplace to be dropshipping from in 2025? Let's get into it. So I started dropshipping a brand new store in May a couple of months ago, and I've generated close to $1,500 completely organically without running a single paid advertisement. And I can say with experience that all these different stores and marketplaces have their pros and their cons. So if we look through different marketplaces, four obvious ones are Amazon, through Amazon FBA most likely, Shopify, eBay, and then Tik Tok Shop. There's a few others like Etsy, for example, which are also a prominent marketplace, but these are the main four we're going to be discussing in this video as to which is the best to launch a product from and to get sales. So let's start with Amazon. Amazon's biggest pro is that it's got massive traffic. Everyone on this planet pretty much knows what Amazon is, right? Especially people in the US, UK, Canada, Australia, etc. And so when someone searches on Amazon, you basically get traffic through there. Even if someone just searches up anything different on Amazon, they might stumble across your product and get you traffic. However, con because of that is that there's massive competition, right? Like just because your product's on there, others people's products will be on there as well. So you're fighting with a lot of different people. And that normally means you're competing on price because a lot of people obviously they just want to find the cheapest possible option, whether you're trying to buy iPhone chargers or trying to buy a lamp, right? You want the best possible option for the best possible price, which has a lot of competition. Also with Amazon, there's strict listing rules. You can't just list anything. It has to adhere to Amazon's guidelines. And therefore for Amazon, it makes sense to prioritize high search volume products. Products like everyday things that people are going to search for quite a lot because there's a good chance you'll get shown on Amazon as opposed to more niche items which are prioritized for other marketplaces. And then of course another con is that Amazon have their own fees when it comes to sales generated. The next option is Shopify, and as you know, a lot of dropshippers, including myself, love to run stores on Shopify. All my stores pretty much are launched on Shopify, and there's a reason for this. You get total control over everything, the storefront, the products, etc. Also, there's no price competition. Unlike Amazon where you're listed one by one with other products, on Shopify, it's your own marketplace, your own store. So you're not compared to any other product, and in fact, you're judged on value instead. But a con to this is you have to drive all the traffic. It's not like Amazon, it's not like eBay, which has got traffic already coming to the website. Shopify is your own website, and you have to drive traffic to that website, whether it is organically or through paid advertisements. And of course, there's less trust there than, for example, Amazon, which is more trustworthy website. The third option is eBay. Now, eBay, just like Amazon, has direct traffic, but it's got less traffic than Amazon, and it's got far less competition. Now, what eBay works really well for is unique products and collectibles. So everyday household items, it makes sense to go on Amazon for it. But when you're looking at collectible items, for example, trading cards, or something very unique and or a one-on-one item, it makes sense to go through eBay. This is also because eBay enables you to auction products. So you can make a lot of money auctioning something at a low price, but then the auction builds up and up and up, and you could sell it for 10, 20, 30x what you actually got it for. And then you got Tik Tok Shop, the newest emerging market, the new kid on the block, and in my opinion, the most exciting one. Now, what Tik Tok Shop is great for is leveraging trends, because TikTok is very much an impulse purchase marketplace. People go onto TikTok to get entertained and they see products and they go, great, I want to buy this. It's very popular amongst Gen Z consumers. So if you can find trends that are seeming to take off and then leverage those products on TikTok Shop, you're going to make a lot of money very, very quickly. So that outlines the four different marketplaces, their pros and cons, but which market is best? Well, that depends on a few factors. Number one, the product platform fit analysis. So like I said earlier, certain products are better fitted for different marketplaces. For example, everyday household items makes sense to go on Amazon for it. If you're looking for a more branded approach and a bespoke item, makes sense to go through Shopify. If you're looking for more collectibles, that makes sense on eBay. And of course, impulse purchases make sense through TikTok Shop. Then you've got competition level assessment, right? Like every marketplace is going to have its own level of competition. If you look at Amazon, for example, high competition. If you look at Shopify, you may have to do competitor analysis to see different keyword results and see how many different Shopify stores come up for your product. Equally, TikTok Shop, there's going to be some competition there as well. So look at the product you're trying to sell and how much competition there is on each of the different platforms. Then customer expectation alignment, right? Like if you're ordering something off Amazon, you expect delivery times in 2 to 3 days maximum. With Amazon Prime, it's next day delivery. Whereas with Shopify, there's slightly more of a leeway. With eBay equally, there's sometimes slightly more of a leeway to get delivery times that are longer. And then of course, profit margin calculation. It makes sense that if you want to sell something, you want to make a profit from it. So look at the different platforms and which one offers you the best overall profit margin. So now the next question is how to find products, and that's where Doba comes in. Doba is one of the best dropshipping sites out there because it has 90% US stock and fast shipping. And if you look at their integrations, they integrate with Shopify, TikTok Shop, Amazon, and eBay amongst a host of other websites as well. You see, over 3.2 million people have chosen Doba for dropshipping, and they've generated over $6.2 billion in sales collectively. These aren't just numbers, these are real people building real businesses. And this is key because if you want a website that can fulfill the orders for you and help you select the products, you want a trusted site like Doba that's been around for over 20 years. So how you can find products to dropship on Doba is by logging into their website, and you can look at the different selections, for example, Tik Tok Shop selections, but then also Amazon and Shopify selections as well. And you can scroll through here to find products that cater to those particular marketplaces and find one you like. For example, scrolling through myself, I'm trying to find a product that I think would sell well on the TikTok shop. You're looking for good impulse purchase products. And scrolling through, you've got a couple that potentially could look quite good. For example, this rustic mortar and paste thing could be good. But now I look through other websites as well. For example, Shopify is a good one to look at because you're looking for more bespoke premium products. For example, this LED digital wall clock could be a decent one to drop ship. It's something that everyone could use in their household, right? You'd love to have a clock that's got the time on it, it's got the date, it's got the temperature, etc. A really good potential product, and you can see the pricing there. You can see how many days it takes to ship on average. So then you look at this product that's selling for $31.84. So could you upsell this to $50, $60? I mean, it depends on the marketing angle and how you want to sell it, but that's a big thing, right? You don't want to sell rubbish products. You don't want to sell rubbish products. You want to find products in the $20 to $30 range to acquire, but then you want to be able to have products that have a high perceived value. So if you do upsell them to $70, $80, $100, it's not seen as a completely out of this world outrageous price. It's actually seen as something that could be worth that much if you have the right marketing angle in the way you approach selling the product. But finding winning products is not the only perk that Doba provides. It also does automatic fulfillment for you. Everyone knows when it comes to dropshipping, one of the most annoying things is keeping up to date with orders, right? Someone orders it, you have to go out there and buy the product yourself through the different websites. Then you got to ship it over to the customer yourself. Takes far too long. Doba automatically fulfills all orders for you, so it's a hands-off approach for yourself. This also comes with customer support as well, and product and inventory management, so you can see exactly if the product's gone out of stock and how much stock is left, and if the price is increased by the supplier, and therefore you can increase your prices also to make sure your profit margins don't decrease. And Doba kind enough to sponsor this video, meaning that if you use the link in the description or in the pinned comment, you get 14 days for just 99 cents, meaning for less than $1, you get 2 weeks to try out Doba, see exactly how well it can fit your dropshipping journey. And if you do want to start with Shopify like I've been doing, make sure you check out the link in the description and in the pinned comment to get your first 3 months for £1 each month or $1 each month as well. Meaning that if you pair Shopify and Doba for 2 weeks, you get to try out both for just $2 combined. And another part of having a winning store is your website, and you can use Atlas, which is an AI store builder which makes amazing aesthetic stores in 2025 for you. They have integrations directly with Amazon and Shopify, and Atlas users have generated over $23 million when they use the website builder. And you can see already on the right hand side how aesthetic that store looks. It's got the upsells needed, it's got reviews, etc., built for you with AI. In fact, if you want to find out yourself how I've been able to make over $1,000 every single month through organic Shopify dropshipping, that's right, no paid ads whatsoever, you want to check out the video right beside me as I detail in depth my step-by-step strategy.